Welcome to The Leader's Edge, where we celebrate leadership and shine a light on the visionary leaders that are shaping our future. Hi, I'm HR Huntsman, founder of Leader's Edge, creator of the Leader's Edge Performance Engine and Leader's Edge University. I am thrilled to bring you stories from leaders who are making a difference around the world. In each episode, we're going to champion the innovative strategies, courageous decisions, and inspiring journeys of those who lead with purpose and passion. So whether you're looking to refine your leadership skills or you simply want to be inspired, my friend, you are in the right place. In this episode, you're going to meet Spencer Tesanovich. Spencer is the founder and CEO of, check this out, drivetanks.com. You heard me right, drivetanks.com. And they're known for offering experiences where customers can drive and operate military vehicles, including tanks and armored vehicles at their ranch in Uvalde, Texas. The business focuses on unique, high adrenaline experience for customers, often attracting those interested in military history and military vehicles. With 17 tanks to choose from and to shoot, you heard me right, you can drive and shoot, as well as artillery, rockets, machine guns, and mortars. Spence guarantees that you will, quote, have a blast, end quote, at drivetanks.com. All right, let's check it out. Thank you for joining my conversation with Spencer Tesanovich. Spence, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend some time talking about all the things you're doing at drivetanks.com.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having us on today.
Absolutely. It's one of the coolest businesses I've ever come in contact with. I can't wait for our viewers and listeners to hear about this. Tell me what you do and how you got started.
It's rather unique. What we're focused on is living history. We have 18,000 acres in the Texas Hill Country, right outside of San Antonio. We have on that property a military museum, but everything's functioning. So picture a museum you've gone to, you've seen some old World War II equipment, but it's static. You can't touch it. You can't even hardly look at it. There's a red tape here. Instead, we encourage you to climb out, hop on it, climb around in it, and then actually drive it, and then even a step further by shooting it. So we have every federal license known to man. We have this unique opportunity to provide this rather unique experience of living history firsthand.
Wait, so you're saying I can come to your ranch, get in a tank, drive it, and shoot that tank?
That's correct.
Oh my gosh.
It's a blast.
I can't imagine. How'd you start this, or who started it? How did this come to be?
So we had our main investor, Brent Oxley. He got started creating a website hosting company called hostgator.com.
Okay.
And then sold that and then decided to sprawl out into this unique ranch venture, which is the 18,000 acre Ox Ranch. With that, his stepfather, Todd DeGidio, is a former Green Beret. I met Todd back when the ranch was all forming into be one thing. Being a veteran myself, we connected with Todd, and with Brent's fortune, we were able to start this unique museum by acquiring one piece after the next. What really, I think, did it for us is the use of social media, use of different YouTubers and different things,
Sure.
gun tubers as they call them, and growing that idea that this is a thing people can come do.
Yeah.
And through that, more people, and next thing you know, it's 9 years later, and you started with one tank, and now we've snowballed into 19. So.
Wow. Oh, from one veteran to another, thank you for your service to our country. I appreciate that.
Thank you for yours.
And you told me off camera that you like to hire veterans. Tell me about that. Obviously, as a veteran, that's important to you. What is it about the veteran community that appeals to you?
For veterans, of course, being that we are one, it's a community. We want to, we of course all miss that camaraderie, and something about hiring a veteran. You know what you're getting at the very least, the core level. They made it through basic, they made it through whatever in their military career, and you have that knowledge that this individual's done a certain amount. No different than knowing a college grad has a basic core understanding.
Right.
Working and hiring veterans, that they have a basic level there. And I would say that we get a lot of veterans on all different ranges, and they all think that they have to know everything. But no, none of us, all of us serve today. We're all younger than World War II generation. Of course, no one knows how to drive a World War II Sherman tank.
100%.
So these things you have to learn, but they have that core, that what makes an engine go and those kind of things.
So this is Leader's Edge, of course. So we focus on leadership and team and everything around leader and culture. Tell me, besides a veteran, what's an ideal team player for your team? What are you looking for?
For us, besides veterans, anyone in general, you're looking for someone passionate.
Okay.
There's a lot of people out there doing a lot of jobs that they don't like. that's never going to translate to anything beneficial for you,
That's
them,
good.
or anything, right? It's finding individuals who are uniquely passionate about what they do. If they don't feel like they're actually working and they're having a good time doing it, that's going to rub off on the client, right? They're going to say, wow, this guy it's so easy to this person. He just naturally is flowing out all these facts. There's so many people. I went when I was going to college at U of H, people sitting there telling me their career choices and what they want to do and aspire to be. But then really, I don't know. I just picked this. My father was a doctor. I have to be a doctor. These different things. And unless you're really passionate about it, you're never going to really be your full potential.
Very
You've
good.
got to have that drive.
Yeah. So I'm curious about two things along the passion route then. How do you interview for that? Like, how do you find it in the process, and how do you cultivate it as a leader? Like Spence, how do you actually continue to cultivate passion as part of your culture?
For us, finding is unique, of course, because we need to find individuals who have clear backgrounds and can handle explosives. So it gets a little nitty gritty, but we have a lot of people who apply because it's a cool gig. People want to have a job that they work with explosives and things. So
Yeah.
we have to weed through all that. It's hard to weed through those things at time and very time consuming.
bet.
You have to end up going down to the basic interviews and talking to people,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a pretty clear picture right away of the people who, like, oh, you do this cool stuff. I want to do cool stuff. And you're like, oh, that's great. Then you find people like, honestly, I never thought I'd be in this position. My passion's driven me here. You listen for those key things,
Okay.
and then focus on those individuals and then narrow it down from there. As far as finding those people and then keeping them happy and engaged, for us, it's about providing them a good work experience. When your employees can be happy and passionate about what they do, if you can feed that, they stay happy and passionate.
Sure.
The fact that we're literally hiring people who, are history buffs and that kind of thing, purchasing new equipment, taking them out, letting them do stuff, visiting other museums, just engaging them and keeping them motivated, happy. And a lot of things take a long time to learn. So, if you're a brand new guy, you can't know all this stuff. So constantly saying, hey, we're going to teach you this now, we're going to teach you
Okay.
that now, is our way of keeping that engagement up.
Let's dive into that a little bit, Spence, because my listeners are a lot of small business owners, small business leaders like yourself, and they may not have a cool job like driving tanks, but they're running construction companies or law firms, accounting firms, whatever it is. What are some of the keys across any industry that you believe help create passion in the workplace? Like a couple of things already picked up already. You help them develop their skill sets. You're constantly helping them learn. What else are you doing to create passion in the workforce?
For us, and of course, each industry is different. I would say, and this might sound silly to most, for us, what applies is we're working with people who are coming from all over the world as a client to do these unique activities.
Yeah.
I would say if we had the same person come and do each thing every day, it would get very boring. You would get very tired of doing
Okay.
the same job. Where, for us, keeping people working with new clients
Okay.
and switching positions around where maybe today somebody who's usually doing drives with the clients would be shooting with the
Okay.
clients
So
instead.
cross-training.
Yeah, cross-training, which is hard because sometimes people think, man, I'm getting all this responsibility poured on me. I'm doing more tasks. Why am I having to do this person's job? But it shouldn't be seen that way. It should be
Okay.
for those of us that are running 10, 15 people or less, really to cross-train everyone. It's exciting. It keeps
Yeah.
things fresh. It engages the person. And if they were to move on to something else in the future, they'll have learned by the time they left. They have so much more experience because
Very
if you keep
good.
someone tied down to, no, you take out the trash. What else can you take out the trash?
Yeah.
That's all they're going to do. They're going to burn out very quickly. So utilizing whichever industry you're in, using those kind of abilities to say, hey, no, we're going to show you this now.
Yeah.
It might be seen by them as, why am I having to do that? But if you encourage them, no, I want you to learn.
Right.
I'm investing my time in you to show you and broaden everything you can do. It always leads to better success down the road.
Very good. Leaders, as we call that mastery, we talk to a lot of our clients about helping your workforce gain mastery around things. And I agree with you. The more we're designed as human beings to, we want to be good at things. Most humans want to be good at things.
Yeah.
And the more opportunities we can give towards that keeps retention, engagement, productivity, et cetera. What are you good at as a leader? What are you strong at? And then I'm going to ask the next question, where do you need to improve?
Sure.
So what are you good at as a leader, Spence?
For me, I'd like to say I truly care about the individual. I've always told my guys, when it comes that time to where you are burnt out or you get to a certain age, especially in our industry, you want to start growing a family. This isn't exactly the job anymore for you, right? It's all about making sure that they know that you actually care.
Okay.
And then to that same question of what would you be bad at, then you could say you could care too much. Fine line where you need to show the employees that you really do care as a leader,
Right.
that when situations occur that you can step in and take the bad stuff away from them, that you do it, that you take those opportunities, because it really stands out and makes you stand out as a leader when you do step in and take some hard stuff away and say, hey, I got this. Or even simple things like people make fun of it, but throwing pizza parties, just little things that show that you care. It's way better than someone who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
And, going too far with it though.
Yeah. Tell me what that looks like.
Well, that's up to the individual and the situation dictates, right? But as an example, if you want to give your employees the world, but that's not the way it works. You have to keep them engaged. You have to keep them motivated. So you have to keep that reward system and structure up where you provide to them rewards to show their good efforts are rewarded, but also not over reward to where then they just expect, oh, I didn't get the same raise the next year. And you have to walk that fine line, because if you have the opportunity to just dump treasure on them, rewards, and then you're not able to keep up with it, then they're almost insulted. When you're like, no, this was a good year. We're able to do more this year. And
Sure.
This year's not. It's COVID or whatever happens. And then they're like, oh, I can do better. You got to keep them. You got to walk a fine line of respect and also encouragement. And it's really while employees are there to learn and grow, us as leaders are always there to learn and grow.
For sure.
We always think we have it down. That's why we walk the walk and everything. But who are we kidding? We're always growing. We're always learning.
Hopefully.
What
have you learned? So you have military veterans probably across several generations. We work with lots of companies that are trying to work with Gen X and Gen Y and Gen Z, millennials, the whole.
Sure.
How do you lead differently? What have you learned? What experience would you pass on about leading the generations differently? Any advice there?
Fortunate for me, in our industry, we're mostly dealing with younger men. We do have some generational things there.
Okay.
It's definitely different. You have to make sure you have that level of respect and instill that in everyone. Me, I'm not sure it really mostly applies, being that it's actually everyone in my company, my organization, they're going to be between the ages about 24.
Okay. Millennials then,
yes.
yeah. Okay, very good. We hear it a lot at Leaders Edge. That generation doesn't want to work anymore. They're lazy. I don't particularly believe that. I just think we need to lead them differently.
Correct.
Tell me from your experience, what's the best way to lead that generation to help them find their purpose, meaning, provide productivity, et cetera, for the company?
For the younger generation, I have to say that it comes back to that passion. If you find employees and you employ employees that you preemptively search and know are passionate about what it is you're doing, you're going to deal with a lot less than that. There's a lot of companies in America where it doesn't really matter who they hire. They're going to train them and to do a job, something menial, sweep this or do that.
Yeah.
They're there for a brief period. They're probably not passionate. They're going to do what they need to do,
Gotcha.
take their paycheck and go home. To keep people like that engaged is a lot harder. Fortunate for me, I source and I'm able to source from a very select pool. Being that everyone's passionate, it's a lot easier to keep them going forward, right? But for someone who doesn't have that same passion, maybe they're working just construction, and there's a lot of people out there that can do that. And you got to find somebody who's in the 20 to 30 year old range. They don't know what they want to do yet. They might not know. They're trying to learn. So it's a lot harder to keep that focused in that age gap, for sure. Somebody older than that is going to be set in their ways. They know what they want. They know what they're looking for. Less chance of them switching careers midlife.
Right. What's next for you? Let's wrap up with this. A year from now, you and I are having coffee. We're back here at World of Concrete having coffee, and you've had a great year, a successful year, and you're looking at the horizon. What's next for you, Spence?
Always got to continue growth, right? Otherwise, we're stagnant. For us, we've had a great past few years working with Warner Brothers Entertainment and doing the sounds for Call of Duty and different video games and YouTubers. For us, it's to continue on that same path of more growing, getting more vehicles and armor, so that way we can work with more video game companies and provide more unique experiences. So hopefully a year from now, I own a couple more tanks and have a few more staff and few more large projects to look forward to.
I love what you do. Thank you for supporting our veterans. I'd love to bring my team down there and drive some tanks and blow up some stuff.
Please do.
Thank you for taking your time with us. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me on today. Appreciate what you guys do.
Absolutely. That's it for today's show. Thank you for joining us on The Leader's Edge. I hope today's conversation inspired you to lead with even greater purpose and passion. Here are my big three takeaways from my conversation with Spence. Number one, as a veteran myself, served in the Air Force, I love his passion to support our veterans and educate people on our military history. Number two, look for ways to monetize what you love doing. I love building leaders. I love building teams. Spencer loves military history. He loves driving around tanks and blowing stuff up, and he's found a way to monetize what he loves. Find a way to monetize what you love. Number three, just go have fun. Sometimes you need to cut loose, whether it's driving a tank and blowing stuff up, or swimming, or painting, or gardening. Go have fun. Life is too big. It's too precious. It's too sacred to just be working all the time. Go have fun. All right. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. I'd love a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback helps us reach more leaders just like you. Stay connected with us on social media for behind-the-scenes content, leadership insights, and updates on future episodes. Don't forget to check us out at yourleadersedge.com and follow us at Leaders Edge Podcast on all major platforms. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. So until next time, keep pushing the boundaries, keep leading at the edge. I'm HR Huntsman, and we'll see you in the next episode.